In a world where strength is often measured by the loudest roar, an elephant named Kibo lived a life of solitude, hiding a secret that could change the course of his herd's history forever. What if I told you that this elephant's journey would challenge everything you thought you knew about strength? Take a moment to subscribe and join me on this emotional journey as we uncover the transformative power of vulnerability. As we delve into Kibo's story, I want to ask, what do you think is the most significant obstacle to vulnerability in your own life? Share your thoughts with me, and let's explore this together. In the heart of the African wilderness, Kibo's herd valued strength above all else. The strongest elephants led the pack, while the weak were left behind. But Kibo, with his imposing physique, felt suffocated by the expectations of his herd. He longed to break free from the shackles of traditional strength and discover a new way of being. As we reflect on Kibo's story, we'll explore the profound lessons he learned about vulnerability and the true meaning of strength. Kibo's life was a facade, a carefully constructed mask of strength that hid his deepest fears and insecurities. He struggled to connect with his herd, feeling like an outcast among his own kind. As we reflect on Kibo's story, we begin to realize that our own masks of strength can be suffocating, preventing us from forming genuine connections with others. We've all been there, trying to put on a brave face when inside we're struggling to cope. But what if we told you that there's a different way to live, a way that embraces vulnerability as a strength rather than a weakness? If this resonates with you, hit the like button and let's continue this journey together. As we explore the complexities of Kibo's world, we'll discover that true strength lies not in the absence of weakness, but in the courage to be vulnerable. One fateful day, Kibo's mask began to crumble, revealing the cracks in his facade. He encountered a wise old tortoise who shared a profound message. True strength lies not in the absence of weakness, but in the courage to be vulnerable. As Kibo grappled with this new perspective, he started to see the world in a different light. He began to understand that vulnerability was not a weakness, but a superpower that could bring him closer to his herd and himself. This moment of clarity changed the course of Kibo's life, and it can change yours too. So, I want to ask, what do you think is the most significant lesson you can learn from Kibo's journey so far? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep exploring together. As Kibo embarked on a journey of self-discovery, learning to embrace his vulnerabilities and share them with his herd, he felt a sense of liberation and connection that he had never experienced before. It wasn't easy, but with each step, he felt a sense of freedom that he had never known before. And that's what I want for you, to feel that sense of freedom and connection. If you're finding this story inspiring, consider subscribing to our channel for more stories that will challenge your perspectives and inspire personal growth. Let's continue to explore the transformative power of vulnerability together and discover the true meaning of strength. As Kibo continued on his journey, he began to notice the subtle changes in the way his herd interacted with him. Their body language softer, their voices more gentle, as if they too were learning to embrace vulnerability as a strength. He realized that his courage to be open and honest had created a ripple effect, inspiring others to do the same, and slowly but surely, the entire herd was transforming before his eyes. The once rigid hierarchy was giving way to a more empathetic and compassionate community where every elephant felt seen and heard. This shift was not without its challenges. However, as some elephants struggled to let go of their deeply ingrained notions of strength and weakness, Kibo understood their struggles, having faced similar doubts himself, and so he made it a point to share his story with any who would listen, hoping to inspire them to embark on their own journey of self-discovery. What do you think is the most significant obstacle to embracing vulnerability in your own life? And how do you think you can overcome it? Take a moment to reflect on this and share your thoughts in the comments below. As the days turned into weeks, Kibo's herd became a beacon of hope for other elephant communities who would often visit to learn from their experiences. Kibo would share his story and the stories of his herd, highlighting the power of vulnerability and empathy in building stronger, more resilient relationships. He would talk about the importance of creating a safe space for open and honest communication, where every elephant felt comfortable sharing their fears and insecurities. And he would emphasize the need for patience and understanding, as this journey was not an easy one, but one that required effort and dedication from every member of the herd. The visitors would leave inspired, carrying with them the lessons they had learned. And slowly but surely, a movement was born. A movement that would change the face of the elephant world forever. 175 years later, Kibo's herd was still thriving, a testament to the power of vulnerability and empathy. They had become a symbol of hope, a reminder that even in the toughest of times, there is always a way forward, always a chance to create a better future. And Kibo, now an old and wise elephant, would look out upon his herd, his heart full of pride and gratitude, knowing that he had played a part in creating this compassionate and resilient community. He would think back to the wise words of the old tortoise, who had taught him that true strength lies not in the absence of weakness, but in the courage to be vulnerable. And he would smile, knowing that his story and the story of his herd would continue to inspire generations to come. If you have been inspired by Kibo's journey and would like to hear more stories like this, consider subscribing to our channel, where we share stories that will challenge your perspectives and inspire personal growth. We believe that everyone has a story to tell, and that by sharing these stories, we can create a more compassionate and empathetic world. So, take a moment to subscribe and join our community of like-minded individuals who are committed to creating a better future for all. And if you would like to support our channel and help us to continue sharing inspiring stories, consider hitting the like button and sharing this video with your friends and family. Together, we can create a ripple effect of kindness and compassion that will spread far and wide and inspire positive change in the world. As we come to the end of Kibo's story, we are left with a profound question. What would happen if we all embraced vulnerability as a strength? If we all had the courage to be open and honest, to share our fears and insecurities with others? Would we create a more compassionate and empathetic world? A world where every individual feels seen and heard? The answer to this question is a resounding yes, and it is up to us to make this vision a reality. So, let us take the lessons we have learned from Kibo's journey and apply them to our own lives. Let us have the courage to be vulnerable, to be open and honest, and to create a ripple effect of kindness and compassion that will inspire positive change in the world. In the end, Kibo's story teaches us that true strength lies not in the absence of weakness, but in the courage to be vulnerable, and that by embracing this courage, we can create a more compassionate and empathetic world. So, let us remember Kibo's story and the lessons it has taught us, and let us strive to create a world where every individual feels seen and heard. A world where vulnerability is valued and empathy is the guiding principle. If you would like to hear more stories like Kibo's and learn more about the power of vulnerability and empathy, consider subscribing to our channel, where we share inspiring stories and lessons from around the world. And if you have any thoughts or reflections on Kibo's story, take a moment to share them in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. As we reflect on the profound impact of Kibo's story, we begin to realize that the courage to be vulnerable is a gift that can transform not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. In a world where strength is often measured by our ability to hide our weaknesses, Kibo's journey reminds us that true strength lies in our willingness to be open, honest, and authentic. This is a lesson that can be applied to our daily lives as we navigate the complexities of relationships, friendships, and even our own sense of self. So, I invite you to take a moment to think about the ways in which you can cultivate vulnerability in your own life, and how this might impact your relationships with others. What do you think is the most significant obstacle to vulnerability in your own life? And how can you begin to overcome it? As we consider these questions, we may find that the answer lies in our ability to let go of our need for control and to trust that we will be accepted and loved for who we are, flaws and all. This is a difficult lesson to learn, but one that is essential for building deep and meaningful connections with others. And so, I ask you, what would happen if you were to let go of your need for control and to trust that you will be accepted and loved for who you are? How might this change your relationships and your sense of self? Take a moment to share your thoughts on this question in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation together. As we delve deeper into the lessons of Kibo's story, we begin to see that vulnerability is not just a personal trait, but also a societal one. When we create a culture that values vulnerability, we create a space where people feel safe to be themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. This is a culture that is built on empathy, compassion, and understanding, and one that has the power to transform our world. So, I ask you, what can you do to help create a culture of vulnerability in your own community? And how can you inspire others to do the same? One way to start is by sharing your own story of vulnerability and how it has impacted your life. This can be a powerful way to connect with others and to create a sense of community and understanding. So, I invite you to take a moment to think about your own story and how you can share it with others. What lessons have you learned from your experiences? And how can you use these lessons to inspire and uplift others? Take a moment to share your thoughts on this question in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation together. As we continue on this journey of discovery, we begin to see that the lessons of Kibo's story are not just limited to our personal lives, but also have a profound impact on our society as a whole. When we create a culture that values vulnerability, we create a space where people feel safe to take risks, to innovate, and to push beyond the boundaries of what is possible. This is a culture that is built on creativity, curiosity, and a willingness to learn, and one that has the power to transform our world. So, I ask you, what can you do to help create a culture of vulnerability in your own community? And how can you inspire others to do the same? One way to start is by embracing your own vulnerabilities and by being willing to take risks. This can be a scary and intimidating experience, but it is also a powerful way to grow and to learn. So, I invite you to take a moment to think about the ways in which you can challenge yourself and how you can use these challenges to grow and to learn. What are some things that you have been wanting to try, but have been too afraid to attempt? Take a moment to share your thoughts on this question in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation together. As we near the end of our journey together, I want to take a moment to thank you for joining me on this path of discovery. I hope that the lessons of Kibo's story have inspired you to think differently about vulnerability and to see it as a strength rather than a weakness. I hope that you have been inspired to cultivate vulnerability in your own life and to create a culture of vulnerability in your own community. And I hope that you will continue to join me on this journey as we explore the many ways in which vulnerability can transform our lives and our world. If you have been inspired by Kibo's story, and if you want to continue to explore the lessons of vulnerability, I invite you to subscribe to our channel and to join our community of like-minded individuals who are committed to creating a more compassionate and empathetic world. Together, we can create a ripple effect of kindness and compassion that will spread far and wide and inspire positive change in the world. So, take a moment to subscribe, and let's continue this journey together. As we continue on this journey of discovery, I invite you to reflect on the ways in which you can apply the lessons of Kibo's story to your own life, and to think about the ways in which you can create a culture of vulnerability in your own community, one that values openness, honesty, and authenticity. What are some things that you have been wanting to try, but have been too afraid to attempt? And how can you use the story of Kibo as a reminder that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness? Perhaps you have been wanting to start a new business or to pursue a new hobby, but have been held back by fear of failure or by fear of what others might think. Whatever it is that you have been wanting to try, I encourage you to take a moment to think about the ways in which you can use the story of Kibo to inspire you to take the first step, and to remember that it is often the things that scare us the most that have the power to transform our lives in the most profound ways. As you think about the ways in which you can apply the lessons of Kibo's story to your own life, I also want to invite you to think about the ways in which you can use your own story to inspire others and to create a ripple effect of kindness and compassion that can spread far and wide. What are some ways in which you have overcome challenges or obstacles in your own life? And how can you use those experiences to inspire and motivate others? Perhaps you have a story of resilience or perseverance that you can share with others. Or perhaps you have a message of hope or encouragement that you can offer to those who are struggling. Whatever it is that you have to offer, I encourage you to take a moment to think about the ways in which you can use your own story to make a positive impact on the world, and to remember that every single one of us has the power to inspire and motivate others simply by being our authentic selves. As we near the end of our journey together, I want to take a moment to thank you for joining me on this path of discovery, and to express my gratitude for the opportunity to share the story of Kibo with you. I hope that the lessons of Kibo's story have inspired you to think differently about vulnerability and to see it as a strength rather than a weakness. I hope that you have been inspired to cultivate vulnerability in your own life and to create a culture of vulnerability in your own community. And I hope that you will continue to join me on this journey as we explore the many ways in which vulnerability can transform our lives and our world. If you have been inspired by Kibo's story, and if you want to continue to explore the lessons of vulnerability, I invite you to subscribe to our channel and to join our community of like-minded individuals who are committed to creating a more compassionate and empathetic world. As you subscribe to our channel, you will gain access to a wide range of stories and teachings that are designed to inspire and motivate you, and to help you cultivate vulnerability and compassion in your own life. You will also become part of a community of individuals who are committed to creating positive change in the world, and who are dedicated to supporting and encouraging each other on their journeys. So, I invite you to take a moment to subscribe and to join us on this journey of discovery and growth. Together, we can create a world that is more compassionate, more empathetic, and more just, and we can inspire positive change in the lives of those around us. One of the things that I am most grateful for is the opportunity to connect with each and every one of you, and to hear your stories and your thoughts. I am constantly inspired by the resilience and the perseverance of the human spirit, and I am reminded every day of the power of vulnerability and compassion to transform our lives and our world. So, I invite you to take a moment to share your thoughts and your stories with me. and to let me know how the lessons of Kibo's story have inspired you. You can do this by leaving a comment below or by reaching out to me directly. I look forward to hearing from you and to continuing this journey of discovery and growth together. As we move forward on this journey, I want to remind you that vulnerability is a journey, not a destination. It is a process of growth and discovery that requires patience, kindness, and compassion. It is a journey that is not always easy, but it is a journey that is always worth it. So, I invite you to take a moment to be kind to yourself and to remember that you are not alone on this journey. You are part of a community of individuals who are committed to creating positive change in the world and who are dedicated to supporting and encouraging each other on their journeys. So, take a deep breath, be gentle with yourself, and remember that every step you take towards vulnerability is a step towards a more authentic, more compassionate, and more fulfilling life. In the end, the story of Kibo reminds us that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. It reminds us that it is okay to be open, to be honest, and to be authentic. It reminds us that we do not have to hide behind masks of strength and perfection, but can instead be our true selves, without fear of judgment or rejection. So, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on the ways in which you can apply the lessons of Kibo's story to your own life, and to think about the ways in which you can create a culture of vulnerability in your own community. Remember that every single one of us has the power to inspire and motivate others, simply by being our authentic selves. And remember that together we can create a world that is more compassionate, more empathetic, and more just, and we can inspire positive change in the lives of those around us. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I look forward to continuing it with you in the future. As we reflect on the profound impact of Kibo's story, we're reminded that our own journeys towards vulnerability can be deeply transformative, leading us to discover new facets of ourselves and our relationships with others. In a world where strength is often associated with invincibility, Kibo's tale shows us that it's precisely our willingness to be vulnerable that can bring us closer to true strength and connection. So, I invite you to take a moment to think about the ways in which you can apply the lessons of Kibo's story to your own life, and to consider how embracing vulnerability can help you build more meaningful relationships with those around you. What do you think is the most significant obstacle to vulnerability in your own life? And how can you start to overcome it, one step at a time? As you ponder these questions, remember that you're not alone in this journey, and that every step you take towards vulnerability is a step towards a more authentic, more compassionate, and more fulfilling life. If Kibo's story has resonated with you, I encourage you to share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below, and to join me in exploring more stories that can inspire and motivate us to live more wholeheartedly. By sharing our own experiences and insights, we can create a community that supports and encourages each other to grow and learn, and that celebrates the beauty of vulnerability as a strength, not a weakness. As we come to the end of this journey together, I want to thank you for being part of this community and for embracing the transformative power of vulnerability. If you've been inspired by Kibo's story, I invite you to subscribe to our channel, where we'll continue to explore more stories and lessons that can help you cultivate vulnerability, resilience, and compassion in your daily life. By subscribing, you'll become part of a community that values authenticity, empathy, and personal growth, and that is committed to creating a more just and compassionate world, one story at a time. So take a moment to subscribe and to join me in this ongoing journey of discovery and growth as we explore the profound impact that vulnerability can have on our lives and on the world around us. Remember, every step you take towards vulnerability is a step towards a more authentic, more compassionate, and more fulfilling life, and I look forward to continuing this journey with you in the days and weeks ahead. As we move forward, I encourage you to be patient, kind, and compassionate with yourself, and to remember that vulnerability is a journey, not a destination. It's a process of growth and discovery that requires time, effort, and dedication, but that can bring us closer to our true selves and to the world around us. So, let's continue to explore the transformative power of vulnerability together, and to create a community that values authenticity, empathy, and compassion. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I look forward to continuing it with you. In the future, as we move forward on this journey of discovery, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on the lessons that Kibo's story has taught us, and to consider how you can apply them to your own life, embracing vulnerability as a strength and cultivating a deeper sense of compassion, empathy, and understanding for yourself and those around you. And if you're ready to continue exploring the transformative power of vulnerability, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel, where we'll continue to share inspiring stories and lessons that will help you grow and learn, one step at a time.